Hey everyone, I'm Jason, and welcome back to Robot Wants It All. Today we're playing the easy map of Robot Wants Ice Cream, and we're going to try to beat the level in under 5 minutes and 30 seconds on the in-game timer. So as you can see, my best time on this map is 4 minutes and 14 seconds. That's really hard to do. I will be happy if we get under 5 minutes and 30 seconds today. So I read through the little Chiron intro in the last video. You're welcome to watch it there. The hearts are the number of hits we can take before we die. Those are shown in the bottom left past all of the little upgrade progress bars. This is the first mini-boss, Safety Bot, which doesn't even warrant an appearance in the enemy dictionary, which we'll take a look at after completing the level. Here is the secret in the map. As far as I know, there is no Bananarang power-up in the easy map, so we'll have to forego the extra firepower that would provide. So the evil robots which fire at us take one hit before being destroyed. The copter bots take 2 hits, and the cyber crobs, which go left and right on the ground, they take 3 hits. So Holy Moly will generate at just random spots in this little area. So sometimes he will spawn right on top of where you're standing, which can kill you pretty quickly. Thankfully, that did not happen this time around. Every few moments, those little alien spaceships reshuffle their position, and sometimes they're in places that definitely block your path, so you just kind of have to be lucky there, like we were that time. Over here, there's a pretty important power-up, which allows your atomic robo-puppy to fire more shots before deactivating. You can use your puppy to fire upon some of the enemies in little mobile spaceship, which I'll be showing off shortly here. Coming up next is the spider mini-boss, the most challenging of the easy map. Even more challenging than the final boss, which is comparatively easy to take down. We got a good position here with the puppy near the top next to us on the ledge. Sometimes the puppy's further down, which makes his shots less effective because they're more spread out and not all of them end up attacking the main boss. We're far enough down and have few enough upgrades that the solar power won't recharge the batteries used to power the puppy attacks very quickly. So in the meantime, I'm just going to try to take out the spider through this kind of awkward and difficult jumping maneuver, which often leads me getting injured. If you can avoid dying on the spider mini-boss, that helps out your time quite a bit. There we go. So I just have the one hit, so I'm going to try to get the save point. There we go, that's refreshed. So if I die collecting that power-up, you just lose 1 heart, as opposed to actually, being sent back way earlier on the map. So those are great bots. If you get too close to them, they will explode into a bunch of bullets, which are difficult to avoid. There are a couple great bots that are fairly difficult to destroy later on in the map before they actually cause you damage. So this is Destructo, another one of the mini bosses. It's best to get on the right side of Destructo because the bombs in the first stage only reach towards the left. So we're pretty close now to the final stage here in the spaceship. So we'll take the 1 damage from the great bot there, and then regain our health from the save point. It takes a really lot of hits to try to take out those evil robots, which is their actual official name in the enemy dictionary. Oh, come on. So these are the aforementioned great bots in difficult spots. I was able to take them both out. That is very helpful. So this is the Space Maniac, the final boss of this game. There we go. So collecting the ice cream at the end deducts time off the in-game timer. We're going to try to get as much as we can here. 4 minutes and 44 seconds. 4 minutes and 45 seconds, rounding up. Which is under 5 minutes, which is quite impressive. I'm definitely posting this one. So the robot got the ice cream, but robot has no mouth. The ironic ending for Robot Wants Ice Cream. Let's take a look at the badges we received in our playthrough. So we received Speedy, Flawless Victory, Superstar, and Easy Map. It is hard to beat this level without dying. I had several previous playthroughs, which I am not going to post, where I did not get a flawless victory. So I'm proud of that on this map. That's a really good score for the easy map, so definitely one that I'm going to post. So, next, let's take a look at the enemy dictionary. I'm going to record that segment without the face cam because it blocks part of the screen, which is fun to see when looking at the different enemy types. So I will be right back. So let's take a look at the enemy dictionary for the enemies in Robot Wants Ice Cream. First up is Angry Box. Scientists have long experimented with machine emotion, attempting to make AI more lifelike. This is one of their failures. This AI unit has only one emotion, all the time. You'll never guess which one. So the Angry Box is actually quite a pushover as an enemy. It does not attack you, and it spawns enemies that also do not attack you. So that's quite an easy mini-boss to defeat. Bad Robot. You know them, you love them, they're bad robots. Bizarro Robot. What's worse than a bad robot? The equivalent of a bad robot, transported here from an alternate dimension where they are slightly more bad. Notice they move both horizontally and vertically at the same time. Current technology can only keep these tethered to our reality for a few moments before they phase back. So the bizarre robots are the enemies spawned by the Angry Box that also do not attack you. They can hardly be considered enemies at all, and will ultimately just disappear of their own volition. Char L07. Probably not the most effective unit in Name Redacted's arsenal, but it's always good to throw a spider in there because a phobia of spiders is so common. It's psychological warfare. Copterbot. Copterbots proved so effective in guarding Puppy's cage that, name redacted, brought them back to serve again in the Ice Cream Wars. Cybercrob. Not content with the calm and polite nature of the Crob, Imperiac scientists worked to convert them into robotic killing machines. In truth, there are not actually any Crob parts whatsoever in a Cybercrob, because it turned out to be a real cost savings to just use machinery instead. Destructo, a massive battle tank built for the Solarian Wars. There are several planets which are currently populated only with Destructo tanks because they've cleansed everything else from the surface, and everybody is afraid to go down there and turn them off. Evilbot. So much worse than a bad robot. Straight up evil. And as the saying goes, evil cannot be stopped until you tear off its outer shell and blow its skeleton to pieces. Grapebot. Originally intended as another landscaping tool to supplement the Copterbot for grapevines hanging from the ceiling. The Copterbot's fusion core turned out to be so dangerously unstable that the Felgax just gave up and decided to call it an anti-personnel mine. So, those are the enemies in Robot Wants Ice Cream. So we are going to wrap up our time with the easy map of Robot Wants Ice Cream by looking at the chiptunes used in the game. This one is Dreaming of Sprinkles, kind of a nice little calm, upbeat song. We have Cold and Alone, slow, slightly sad tune. Happy Ice Cream Planet. Nice little melody to it. And then Conqueror of Worlds. We've conquered quite a few worlds during our time, playing various levels within this game. It's a fun thing about video games, allows you to feel empowered by putting challenging yet achievable goals in your path as opposed to the often impossible goals that life sets in your path, which makes you feel quite frustrated and disempowered. So that has been Robot Wants Ice Cream. Thank you all for joining me. Join me next time as we continue to play more games here on my channel.